It's an all-Florida matchup in the Prinx Tires USL Cup as Sporting JAX hosts the Tampa Bay Rowdies here in Jacksonville. A match presented by Ascension St. Vincent's. Along with one of the all-time leading goal scorers in the USL, Corey Herzog, I'm Cole Pepper. And Corey, this is the second time these two teams have met, but this time it comes in cup play here in Jacksonville.
Yeah, it's exciting that both teams coming in on different levels. New players coming into the lineup will be a good energy for the game. I
would say both teams taking a different approach to this in some regard. Tampa Bay with the win can clinch a spot in the next round in the knockout stage of the Prinx Tires USL Cup. Sporting JAX is out of their chance to advance, but they're looking to see some improvement from some young players. Let's take a look now at our players to watch as we start with Sporting JAX, and we're going to start with Tyshawn Rose coming off his goal of the week last week against Brooklyn FC.
Yeah, when Rose gets on the ball and starts creating chances, that's when this offense starts to look like they should be. So hopefully he can get on it, get some chances, get some balls in the box.
Speaking of goals, our player to watch for the Tampa Bay Rowdies has been on a heater of late. M.D. Myers is scoring goals in every conceivable way. 2 goals against Miami in the previous Prinx Tires matchup. 5 goals in league play. He has been tremendous.
Yeah, he's one of those forwards that if there's space in the box, there's going to be goals. And don't give him space today.
Those are our players to watch. When we come back, we'll take a look at the starting 11s and kickoff from Hodges Stadium in Jacksonville. Sporting JAX hosting the Tampa Bay Rowdies. And it's coming up from Hodges Stadium. Prinx Tires is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the Prinx Tires USL Cup. Built for practical performance and the long haul, Prinx delivers reliability for everyday drivers like you. Visit PrinxTireUSA.com to learn more. For more than 150 years, Ascension St. Vincent's has delivered award-winning compassionate care across Northeast Florida with 4 hospitals, primary care offices, urgent care centers, and freestanding emergency departments throughout the region. From everyday wellness to advanced specialty care, including heart, cancer, orthopedics, brain and spine surgery, and women's health, we're here for you when you need us most. Get the care you count on, close to home. Learn more at ascension.org/St. Vincent's.
Make Honda of the Avenues your first stop for award-winning customer service and world-class Honda vehicles. Our inventory is bigger than ever, which means we have the perfect Honda waiting for you. Plus, at Honda of the Avenues, we always put our customers first, making the car buying experience fun, fast, and easy. Find great deals on our huge selection, like this month when you lease a 2025 Accord for just $199 a month, or lease a 2026 CR-V Hybrid for $289 a month. Come see just how different car buying can be at Honda of the Avenues, proud sponsor of Sporting JAX.
All right, Tunky Punky, you're gonna love these jammies I just got for you.
I just got cash back on all of this makeup.
You know we can use Price.com in store?
I just grabbed those shoes up and
Can't forget our protein powder.
just a little something for you, babe.
You win.
Professional men's soccer is back in Jacksonville. Sporting JAX is competing nationally in the USL Championship, bringing world-class pro soccer back to the First Coast at UNF's Hodges Stadium. It's pro soccer that's pro JAX. Secure your seats now from just $10. Call 904-863-KICK or visit sportingjax.com. Don't miss it. The next big Sporting JAX home match is June 13th. Get your tickets now. This game in the Prinx Tires USL Cup is brought to you by Ascension St. Vincent's, Adidas, Honda of the Avenues, Price.com, and Sunbelt Rentals. Let's look at the starting 11s, presented by Echo East Coast Transportation, bringing the teams to you. A little bit of a change for Sporting JAX here. Some players who have not been getting as much playing time in league fixtures getting in there, including in goal, Jake McGuire getting his second start in this year's Prinx Tires USL Cup.
Yeah, it'll be a good chance for him to be able to get on the field, get some minutes, and get that playing time that he's been waiting for.
As for Tampa Bay, we'll take a look at their starting 11. 4-2-3-1 formation, and a bit of a change-up, including a youngster at right back. Alex Rodriguez, the 19-year-old, get the start for Dominic Casciano's side.
And just like Sporting JAX, another reason to bring in young players to get them minutes. So later in the season, depending on injuries and playing time, they'll be ready to come in.
These two sides have met on this field recently. For more on the recent history with Sporting JAX and Tampa Bay, let's check in on the sidelines with Emerson Burris.
Last meeting between these two teams, Sporting JAX looked like they were on the verge of their best performance all season. Back in April, Sporting JAX matched the Tampa Bay Rowdies for more than 90 minutes with key defensive displays and an incredible performance from Sporting JAX goalkeeper Christian Oliveras. But it was all spoiled in the 95th minute when Evan Conway headed home the game winner for Tampa Bay Rowdies and gave Sporting JAX a 1-0 loss. Sporting JAX head coach Liam Fox called that game disappointing, but says performances like that could turn a season around, and that's what they're hoping for tonight. Sporting JAX plays the #1 team in the Eastern Conference tonight in the Prinx Tires Cup, and both teams are expecting a great performance.
Emerson, thank you. There is Jake McGuire in goal for Sporting JAX. Tampa Bay will kick off to start things here. Again, the stakes for Tampa Bay: if the Rowdies win, they are on to the knockout phase of the Prinx Tires USL Cup. A Sporting JAX win doesn't do much for them other than in the confidence department. This is a side that is still looking for their first win in league play. They do have a victory in the Prinx Tires USL Cup. They knocked off Sarasota in group stage play. This one over the top and easily handled by McGuire. As Emerson mentioned, the first meeting between these two sides was a real Donnybrook. They went back and forth, scoreless until 5 minutes in the stoppage time when Tampa Bay got the goal. But Liam Fox thought that after that game, that might be something that could send Sporting JAX forward. And while their performances have been better, they are unbeaten in regulation in the last 4 matches across all competitions. They are still searching for that first league victory.
Yeah, the problem with Sporting JAX is they can't put a full 90 minutes together. They play great for 45, 50. They switch off, and that one little switch off against good teams like Tampa is what it takes to put a goal in the back of the net.
The long ball ahead. Wahab Akwe back for Sporting JAX, playing the right back position. Now here's Jacob Evans. Running through was Juan Kuzain. Kuzain sends the ball through, tried to get it to Jaskalainen, out for a throw for Sporting JAX. Keys for this one for both sides. Let's start with Sporting JAX, and one of the big keys here is to seize the day. You've got a lot of players in this starting 11 who have not played many minutes lately. It's a great opportunity for them to take their games to the next level.
Yeah, for sure. You want to perform well. Let the coach know that when he needs to be called upon, you're ready to come into the game.
Tampa able to withstand there. As far as Tampa's keys to the game, they have been the best side in the USL Championship this year. 8 wins, 3 draws. They've yet to be defeated, and they need to take control early. Don't let Sporting JAX hang around.
Yeah, you don't want to let the guys that have all the new energy coming on just put the ball in the back of the net, do what you've been doing the whole season, and get out of here with a win and move on to the next.
It'll be a free kick near the halfway line for Tampa Bay. So take a look at Edgardo Rito, who's been making his presence known since rounding into form for Sporting JAX, the Venezuelan. Loves to go forward on the wing. Here he comes defending. Stepping inside. Ostrom now over the top. Offside flag is up. As you saw the run being made there. There is Dominic Casciano, 2-time USL League One Coach of the Year when he was at Union Omaha. Was also an assistant at El Paso. And now has his team unbeaten across all competitions this season. Pretty impressive start for his Tampa Bay side. Liam Fox, first-year head coach for Sporting JAX in the club's first year. Came over from Scotland. He says he is happy with the work that the side is putting in training every week, despite not getting the results that they want. He's very impressed with the way this club continues to work. And when asked, how do you get better? He says simply, work harder.
Yeah, and that's what they need to do today. The more they work hard, the more they get those opportunities that they need to put in the back of the net will bring confidence into the cup play and into the season.
There's Dos Santos wheeling, sending it back to Jamali White, who did not start in the first meeting between these two sides. It was Austin Park, but to see White in there now is a long ball ahead for Tampa Bay, and it goes just wide. Myers was breaking free, but a goal kick coming as Sporting JAX able to ward that one off. White, though, a Jamaican international, and as you take another look here, Myers onside. Ethan Dudley back defending for Sporting JAX, able to get a little piece of him and lead to the goal kick. But speaking of White, the Tampa Bay keeper, Dominic Casciato said, hey, we were hoping maybe he wouldn't be available for this game because Jamaica would have earned a spot in the World Cup. Didn't happen, so that makes Tampa Bay all the more strong to have their number one keeper, who has been one of the best in the league this year.
And like you've seen all year, teams really like going in behind against Sporting JAX back three, who are very aggressive. And one run, missed time marking the man, and they're in behind. Fortunate for Sporting JAX, Myers couldn't put it in the back of the net.
Here's Sadlier. Kieran Sadlier sending it forward. Cut off and handled now by Tampa Bay. When Sporting JAX played Tampa Bay the first time, they were very defensive-minded early on. This looks like they're a little more open and willing to attack than we saw in that game. Here's Sadlier with Rose to his left. Leaves it off for Rose. He'll swing it in. Looking for Jaskalainen. It was headed away. Rito able to control for Sporting JAX with three defenders around him. Enter the Prinx Tires USL Cup Game Day Kit Sweepstakes for your chance to win a prize pack worth up to $2,000. Scan the QR code on the screen and enter today. Sporting JAX also dealing with a number of injuries right now, and the schedule very challenging. They'll play today, then travel on Tuesday to the West Coast for a Wednesday matchup with Monterey Bay. And then after that game, basically spend all day flying back to get to Jacksonville to play Detroit City on Saturday. So 8 days, 3 matches across 3 time zones, and dealing with injuries along the way.
Yeah, those long trips across the U.S. is very tough, especially if it's during the week. You don't mind it on a weekend because you have Sunday, then you have Monday, but during the week, going to California and back will be a tough schedule coming up.
Here, sadly, you're set to take a free kick from distance for Sporting JAX, so to send it back to Edgardo Rito, to Gomez. Little 1-2 between Rito and Cousin. Back to Rito and kept in by Tampa. And now Akwe coming forward and little shove, and he will get whistled for the foul. Wahab Akwe from Ghana, grew up there, and as a teenager was scouted and had the opportunity to come to the United States. And he says he looked up online. The offers were from LA Galaxy and New York Red Bulls too, and he looked to see what the two cities were like and decided, hey, New York looks good. So he went to New York Red Bulls too, and he's been in the United States playing ever since.
Not too bad cities to pick from.
No, you start right at the top, right? Here's Ostrom. He'll bring it back, and Tampa will play from the back. Long ball over the top. Ostrom on a long run. Offside flag stays down. Ostrom tries to collect it, couldn't control it, and it's out for a goal kick. Turn to the CBS Sports Network on Wednesday, June the 10th for USL Eastern Conference Championship clash under the lights as these Tampa Bay Rowdies defend their home turf against battle-tested Charleston Battery at 7 p.m. Catch all the action on the CBS Sports Network June the 10th. After this game, back-to-back home matches for Tampa Bay. Now Rose bringing it forward for Sporting JAX. Played it up ahead, but too far. It'll be a throw for Tampa Bay. Scheduling always dictates player usage decisions for coaches. And both of these coaches giving some usual reserves to start today. We'll see if any early changes are made in terms of either Dominic Casciato's Tampa Bay Rowdies or for Liam Fox and Sporting JAX. 10th minute here in Jacksonville. 82 degrees at kickoff, although the shadows from the stands already creeping across the field. It will cool things down quite a bit. You wouldn't think that heat would be any kind of an issue in this game for either one of these two sides, both Florida sides. No hydration break either planned in this matchup. Sporting JAX last time out had their game suspended prematurely. They were 2-2 with Brooklyn in the 76th minute, and lightning storms in the area caused the game to be called. They didn't get a chance to finish, and every player who I spoke with this past week, including Acquay and head coach Liam Fox and others, all said, yeah, they really felt like another goal was coming. They had come from 2-0 down.
Yeah, the one time they finally get back into a game, storm comes, game gets canceled. Fortunate for Sporting JAX, wasn't able to get that last 15, 16 minutes in.
See you take a look at Rito here battling. He is a player who will play with contact. Another ball over the top. McGuire out of his box easily handles it.
Yeah, you can see what Tampa's really trying to do. Get their two forwards high, make runs in behind, one checks two, see which center back steps in to create that space over the top.
You've got McGuire, who is a veteran of 31 years of age, 12 years as a pro. So great depth for Sporting JAX behind the regular starter Christian Oliveras. Oliveras has led the league in saves this year. He started every league match, but they've split time in the Prinx Tires USL Cup. There is the Jamaican international, Jamali Waite. Another long ball over the top for Tampa Bay. Dudley back with the header. Now Gomez. And Rito. Kuzain playing deeper as a midfielder here. Now back to McGuire. He has made 101 USL Championship appearances in his career. North Carolina FC and Miami FC. Spent some time in Sweden as well. Here's Rito. Taking on Dos Santos. Dos Santos wins that duel. Rito trying to battle for it. And now finally a foul called on Emil Jaskalainen of Sporting JAX. Sporting JAX coming out with a little edge today.
Yeah, unlucky there by Rito not to get the ball under control, but you can see they're trying to get the ball wide, get those one-on-ones and create chances, put balls in the back of the box. And you see Tampa kind of giving them that space out wide. They don't want them to go in the middle, clog up the middle, and they know that Sporting JAX isn't very good with the switch, so they're leaving that space wide open.
Sporting JAX captain Ryan Edwards not in the starting lineup, so you've got Edwards. You see the numbers so far in this game. Possession heavily in Tampa Bay's favor in the opening 13 minutes.
You can see the differences of how the three backs from both sides are playing.
There's Tampa coming forward. Long run in, cross, and well defended by Rose, who came surging back ahead of the cross by Marco Micheletto.
And what I mean by those three backs, Sporting JAX, when they play, the three back gets so wide. When Tampa plays with their three back and they have the ball, they keep it tight and let those wingers have that space out wide.
So corner kick coming for Tampa Bay. Max Schneider, the German, will swing this one. Schneider. Outswinger, headed away by Jaskalainen, and now booted back toward midfield. Gomez with the tackle and wins a goal kick for Sporting JAX. One of the challenges, as you take a look at Gomez again, in this game for Sporting JAX is contending with the depth that Tampa Bay has. With the likes of Russell Cicerone, Pedro Dolabella, Evan Conway, among those on the bench for the Rowdies. If this game gets, say, into the 70th minute and still without a goal, a lot of firepower could be brought in by Sporting JAX, or rather by Tampa Bay.
Yeah, and that just means Tampa just being so strong on the field, even if it is a cup game that they are bringing reserves. They have those guys on the bench just to come in, win the game, and hopefully move on to the next round.
Ryan Schaefer. Now up the wing for Sebastian Cruz. Bay patient again, trying to go over the top. Akwe got ahead to it. Tracks it down, able to turn it into a throw rather than a corner. Select is proud to be the official matchball supplier of the USL Championship. From the grassroots to the pros, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. There is Brian Schaefer, Jacksonville product. Went to Fletcher High School here in Jacksonville. Now playing for Tampa Bay. Long ball in, headed up in the air, headed again. On the ground, cleared but not out. And not much of a challenge there for Jake McGuire. In Tampa with a bit of pressure here, and it forces a giveaway for Sporting JAX.
Tampa's press is perfect. They actually go kind of to like a man-to-man and just hope Sporting JAX just can find that one person that's open into the space, but fortunate for the keeper, couldn't find him.
Dos Santos. Schaefer over the top. Ball redirected, and McGuire was kind of an in-between position. He came sliding out. May have gotten kicked in the head.
And just a little bit of miscommunication between Akwe.
Take another look here.
Lucky for Sporting JAX, comes on. It gets clipped a little bit. Tell it's unintentional.
Looked like Ostrom was calling for ball out of the box. The ball was in the box, but that collision was right on the line. Looks like McGuire's okay. The former USU 20 keeper will boot it deep for Jacksonville. What a luxury to have such a veteran as your backup for Sporting JAX. McGuire certainly could be a starter in a lot of situations, but with Oliveras playing as well as he has.
Yeah, and if you're Sporting JAX, you kind of want to pick your head up on those long balls and see Jaskalainen's battling three center backs. I'm not sure if we should go long there and have him just battle all day about that.
the first meeting between these two sides, Jääskeläinen really came away with some bumps and bruises. He battled hard in that one. So a throw coming from Tyshawn Rose. Little flick-on header, cut off by the Tampa Bay defense. Now Kuzain plays it wide for Akwe. And a whistle, I'm not sure why. Jääskeläinen asking the question as well, and Jääskeläinen getting a yellow card for asking the question.
I think that was about a minute late on that.
Liam Fox also wondering.
Last year, the referee has shown a yellow card, which has been issued to Sporting JAX number 16, Emil Jääskeläinen.
I'm not sure if that was for a physical act or just the argument.
Our sideline ref saw something off the ball that we didn't.
Played across to Dos Santos. Now Schaefer, long ball ahead. A little too much on it. It'll be a goal kick for Sporting JAX. But you can see Tampa's approach here very clearly in the opening 20 minutes. They want to go long.
Yeah, and you can see Rose. He has two guys. One that he could play short, or one that could play long. And they're just waiting for Rose to pick which one he goes to. They play the other one.
Play it out wide to Akwe. Long ball for Jääskeläinen was cut off. And a foul called on Sporting JAX. Jääskeläinen again asking the questions.
And if you're Tampa, you're happy with them playing out of the back because you're waiting for that trigger point to go to the one of the three center backs out wide and then just press from there, because then all he has is that long body Jääskeläinen.
Dos Santos playing in the shadows. Schaefer. Perez. With Rose hassling him. Cut back into the middle. Now right out in front, and there's the Tampa Bay goal, but the offside flag is up. So it will not count as a goal. We've seen some long runs that were close to being offside on a number of occasions, and this time they flagged, I think it was Micheletto, offside.
Yeah, that's good by Sporting JAX to be disciplined, hold that line. Unfortunate for Tampa, just 1 yard off, but you can see the movement. But if you're Sporting JAX, you got to see those two guys in the back post.
Sporting JAX has been just a bit off here in terms of their connections. Maybe to be expected from a group of players who haven't played a lot of games together with some of the new additions to the lineup. Here is Sadlier trying to cut it inside. Jääskeläinen trying to get it back to him, and there's the foul called as Jääskeläinen almost ran right up the back of Amin Hadzik, the referee. Free kick coming for Jacksonville in what should be a dangerous spot.
And if you're Jacksonville, you want to take advantage of these opportunities. Not much playing time in their half. Take advantage, get a good ball in, and get runners in the box.
Sadlier has 4 goals on the season for Sporting JAX in league play. Swung in right out in front. Poked high and handled by Jamali White. It was Schaefer who got his foot to it. Now White will look to go long. 2 defenders back for Sporting JAX as they contend with Sebastian Cruz. Now in the middle of the park, and a chance for Sporting JAX to transition. Cousin. Looked like there was an opportunity there for Sporting JAX to go faster.
Yeah, it's just they're not very confident in themselves going forward right now. The midfield three kind of getting a little spread out, not able to create those triangles and get those numbers around the ball, which makes it easy to play.
Just over halfway through this first half, we've seen a goal erased with an offside call. Tampa Bay's had a couple of opportunities. Gomez tracks back to this one for Sporting JAX. Now Ethan Dudley, the former Bartram Trail star. And a giveaway again. Here comes Tampa Bay. Nicoletto. Save made by Jake McGuire. Here's a great way for busy families to catch Sporting JAX matches. The flexible voucher pack. You can use up to 6 vouchers per game when it best fits your schedule. Packs start at 10 vouchers and we purchased in larger denominations. Call 904-863-KICK or use the QR code on your screen for more. Sporting JAX on the run here. Jacob Evans turns. Will send it back to Juan Cousin. Again, an opportunity for Sporting JAX, but they just couldn't find the right way through. Rose being harassed.
And if you're Sporting JAX there and you have a chance to whip the ball into the box with 3 players making runs, just whip it in there, see what happens. But they're playing a little too safe right now. Kind of want to keep the ball. When you don't have the ball that much, they are running around trying to keep it.
Zane. Oh, chopped down from behind. Right in front of the Tampa box. Juan Cousin is down. Perez comes over, tries to pick him up, and Cousin says, give me a second. And another conversation going to be had here. Oof. Cousin fortunate that the cleats didn't stick in the grass there, as Luis Perez challenged him from behind. Headed forward by Ackway. Long run, and this one will roll out for a goal kick. Let's check in once again with Emerson Burris.
Well, guys, a bit of added flair here tonight in Jacksonville as Sporting JAX are debuting their new 3rd kit. The design features blue stripes inspired by the ocean waves with orange, blue, and yellow tones that represent a sunset. And the club says it also carries a nod to the founding front office staff. Fans can purchase the new kit now at shop.sportingjax.com as it makes its on-field debut tonight.
Thank you, Emerson. And we saw the Sporting JAX women's team in the Gainbridge Super League have great success in their 3rd kit that had sort of a sunbeam feel to it. This looks more like the Ocean Tides for Sporting JAX with the blue. There's Perez. Now Schneider. Dos Santos.
see Tampa just so comfortable with the ball. A lot of time, a lot of space. Numbers around the ball makes the game look easy.
This has been the best team in USL Championship this year for a reason. Here's Perez. Looking for some space. Tried to center one in. It was headed away and cleared out by Sporting JAX. Confidence can come from knowing your ability. It can also come from the results you know you're creating. And there are plenty on both account for Tampa Bay right now. Tipped in out front, making the run.
And Tampa's playing with all that confidence right now. About 60-70% of the ball on the Sporting JAX half, just doing what they want out wide, getting balls in the box, creating dangerous opportunities.
Corner kick coming. Perez will take it from this side. Perez with a left-footed outswinger. Headed back in, hit the post, went straight down, and finally cleared out. Sporting JAX survives yet again.
Yeah, almost gets barred down there. Great header back into hoping for it to go back post and almost ends up in the back of the net.
There's Perez operating. Gomez got a foot to it. And again sent back to Brian Schaefer for Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay has been creating opportunities all game, but in particular here in the last 7 or 8 minutes. Here's another one. It goes over the top. Take another look.
Another
Tampa
good
Bay creating chances.
And another
Just hit the crossbar. Everybody just kind of looked at like, what just happened?
It's just a good example of just put balls in the box from out wide. Just whip them in. Chances can come from anything.
McGuire. Yaskalainen went up. And Perez going to get the yellow card for that one. Nothing that Yaskalainen can do to protect himself in that situation.
Yeah, a little bit of a cheap shot there just to get your body in, come through the back of him. Yaskalainen's going to feel that tomorrow.
So a yellow card to each side so far in this match. Plenty of chances for Tampa Bay, but so far, no goals. Cousin to Jacob Evans. Now Rito back to Evans. Well, Rito has played all over the field today. Midfield tracking back defensively and playing almost as a forward. This one ahead and scooped up by Jamali White. Santos still being very patient. Now Rito defending on Micheletto and making him work for it. Tried to send one through. It will be a Sporting JAX throw. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL All Access on Tuesday nights, plus hear live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the Sirius XM app. Akwe's throw, second ball won by Tampa, and then given away. Once again, Sporting JAX can't pull the trigger on a fast counter. Here's Akwe, coming well forward. And Tampa comes away with it. Nice little 1-2. Now right out in front, and there's the goal for Tampa Bay. Felt like it was coming all the way. Sebastian Cruz gives the Rowdies the 1-0 lead.
And what a ball by Perez to Cruz. Slides it in there just in front of the defender so he couldn't reach it, and what a finish by Cruz. Back across the goal, far post. This ball right here, weighted perfectly, put in a perfect spot. Nothing else he could do but put it in the back of the net.
Felt like it was coming for the last 5-10 minutes. And there you can see.
Yeah, what Tampa's doing really well is getting the ball wide, getting those runners in behind.
Yeah, it was Ostrom on the assist, able to put it away. So the 35th minute goal. And Tampa up 1-0. It took them 60 fewer minutes to find a goal against Sporting JAX in this game than it did the first time these two sides met in league play. And another errant pass.
And you can see the confidence that's not in Sporting JAX when they have the ball. They're just a little slow, looking for other players to do something. Somebody needs to get on the ball, play a little bit, create numbers, and hopefully keep the ball.
Tampa with the lead, the ball, and momentum here against Sporting JAX with just under 10 minutes regulation time remaining in the first half. Both coaches doing a little jawing about the number of fouls here, or lack thereof. Lifted over the top, and Dudley heads it back. And a Tampa Bay foul called. Now Schneider kicks it away. It's Brem Sumaoro who is slow to get up. We talk about some of the young players getting opportunities here in this game for Sporting JAX, but it's not specifically so much all youth. It's been veteran players who haven't played as many minutes thus far. Sumaoro, certainly one of those. Jacob Evans, beautiful through ball. Can Rito get there? Not quite. White off his line to grab it. Tampa looking for the counter. Trying to go over the top. Akwe back to play it back to Jake McGuire. Let's check in on the sidelines once again with Emerson Burris.
Well, Cole, we both mentioned that Tampa sits atop of the Eastern Conference standings, but head coach Cassiato says his group is still focused on improving. He believes Tampa can be sharper defensively while also becoming more patient and clinical in the attack. Coach also added, despite the club's strong start, the players understand there's a long season ahead. Guys.
They've been very good so far. There's always room to improve, but I thought it was interesting when talking with Dominic Casciato this week. He said, I could probably fill up this entire call with ways we can be better. That really tells you he's focused on the details.
Yeah, just fine-tuning those little things that when you come into playoffs or later in the season that could be possible going out of the playoffs. He's just trying to fix those things.
Niskalainen couldn't control. Back to Akwe for Sporting JAX. The home team looking for an equalizer here. Dudley. Out wide Rose. And spoiled out. It'll be a throw. After heading to Monterey Bay, Sporting JAX will be back at home on June the 13th to take on Detroit City FC. For tickets, visit sportingjax.com or call 904-863-KICK to come out to Hodges Stadium and watch Sporting JAX against Detroit City. Akwe. Rito. Couldn't control it. Now Cruz will send it back. Unlikely to see Tampa Bay take it easy here, up 1-0. And the foul on Sumaoro. Tampa will be going for another goal if they can get it here. Take a look at Micheletto being fouled there by Sumaoro.
Yeah, what Tampa really does well in the midfielders, everybody's moving, interchanging, going to find the ball, creating those numbers, and it's really tough for Sporting JAX to be able to mark all of them if they don't come over across.
Right in the middle of the field, Schneider playing it ahead. Another opportunity here for Tampa. Myers with 3 Sporting JAX defenders around him. Micheletto again. To the point, headed away. And controlled by Juan Kuzain. And then the foul by Micheletto on Kuzain, trying to reduce any chance for a quick counter punch, but it didn't look like Sporting JAX was ready for one there anyway. Here is Akwe. Kuzain out to Tyshawn Rose. Sadlier plays it back to Dudley. Akwe again. Says his favorite player growing up was Cristiano Ronaldo, despite the fact he played on the back line and as a number 6 his whole soccer career. Everybody wants to be a goal scorer, don't they?
Yeah, even defenders. You know, they stay after training, do those little finishing exercises. Hope one day they'll be able to get one in.
Dudley. Ahead to Rose. Couldn't control it. Once again, Tampa able to come away without being challenged. Final 3 minutes of regulation time remaining in the first half. Tampa Bay on a Sebastian Cruz goal in the 35th minute, has the lead. Tampa Bay continues to be very patient. Now they try to go over the top. MD Myers and McGuire there to pick it up. Antonio Gomez played forward. Akwe tried to get it to Rito, couldn't quite track back to it. Dos Santos there, and a corner kick coming for Sporting JAX.
That's good pressure by Rito right there. Doesn't get the ball under control, but his pressure makes that mistake. Hopefully Sporting JAX can build off this corner.
Juan Kuzain will take the corner for Sporting JAX. Keep an eye out for Jaskalainen in the box. He loves to get up in the air. This one headed away by Dos Santos. Evans tries to poke it back in. Sadlier couldn't quite grab it. The offside flag up nonetheless.
It's a great ball by Cousin. We need a runner just to find that space right on top of the 6.
Final minute of regulation time in the first half. We'll likely have a little bit of stoppage time. Now Tampa Bay on the counter. Now wide for Micheletto. Acque defending. Down to the byline. And blasted way over the top. Calls for a handball, but nothing going for Tampa Bay in that situation. Take another look here.
Great run by the midfielder to get in behind. One of the midfielders for Sporting JAX needs to keep following. Dangerous chance for Rowdies. Unfortunate. Couldn't put that in the back of the net.
We're hearing there'll be 2 minutes of stoppage time added. Jaskalainen the header, but right to the feet of Tampa Bay. Perez sends one to the middle. Here's M.D. Myers. Played out wide.
Indicated a minimum of 2 minutes of added time for stoppage in the first half.
And the run into the box made by Schneider. Couldn't quite connect. The USL Championship and League One are on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Golazo Network and ESPN Plus. Go to USLChampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. Plenty of stoppage time here for Sporting JAX to mount some kind of an attack. Again, long ball headed away by Max Schneider. A throw for Jacksonville coming. Rijo's throw ahead. Jaskalainen reacted like he'd been mugged. Schneider, no whistle. And once again, Tampa able to dispossess Jacksonville. Tried to slot one through the middle. M.D. Myers all alone, 1v1 against the keeper, and M.D. Myers puts it away to make it 2-0 Tampa Bay here in first half stoppage time. Nothing that Jake McGuire could do about that one.
Yeah, it's a great finish by the forward, great run by the forward, and what a ball by the midfielder right here. The timing is perfect. Unfortunate for McGuire. Thought he might have been able to come out there, cut down a little bit, but great finish by Myers. And what do we say in the beginning? Don't give that man any space in the box.
He has been a goal scorer extraordinaire over the last 2 seasons. In Charleston, he scored 30 goals for the Battery, and he's on a similar pace now for Tampa Bay. 5 goals in league play, and that is his 3rd goal against another USL Championship side in Prinx Tires USL Cup action. Scored a pair against Miami back in May. Sumaoro. Every second ball seemingly won by Tampa now, and that is how the first half ends. Goals by Sebastian Cruz and M.D. Myers for Tampa Bay have the visitors on top comfortably as we go to the break. Sporting JAX, a lot of head shaking as we head to the halftime break. Corey, this has been a very impressive performance for the Rowdies.
Yeah, the Rowdies are coming in here with just controlling the game, bleeding the confidence of what they've been doing all season in all competitions, and you're just seeing the differences of both teams right here.
2-0 Tampa Bay at halftime here in Jacksonville. in group stage play in the Prinx Tires USL Cup.
All right, Tunky Punky, you're gonna love these jammies I just got for you.
I just got cash back on all of this makeup.
You know we can use Price.com in store?
I just grabbed those shoes I've been eyeing.
Can't forget our protein powder.
Just a little something for you, babe.
You win.
At ViStar Credit Union, we know life's a journey. Birthday parties turn to wedding parties. There are first steps and missteps. Just know ViStar is there with banking made for moments big and small. A home where a family grows, or that convertible for the open road. It's a journey we are on together. It's why we support hundreds of local nonprofits, volunteer throughout the Southeast, and simply care. ViStar Credit Union. Do good. Bank better.
Come on, Marshall, let's go. Marshall, no. Let's do it.
Marcia's here for daycare.
You obsess over her, and so do we. With daycare, overnight, and spa services, from the most trusted name in the game, Dogtopia. Better lives together.
Halftime in Jacksonville. Tampa Bay Rowdies 2, Sporting JAX 0 in the Prinx Tires USL Cup. For more on what this competition's all about and the format, let's bring you a little more info.
When Hartford Athletics' Adrian Deespace scored in the 83rd minute against Rhode Island FC, it began a furious finish to the 2025 USL Cup group stage finales. Deespace's goal kept Hartford alive in the race to advance in the competition as a wild card. Less than 10 minutes later in Detroit, Matt Sheldon capped Detroit City's 3-0 win over Westchester SC, taking that wild card away from Hartford. Minutes later in Kentucky, Louisville City's Jake Morris scored twice in added time to defeat Lexington SC 2-1. Louisville was now the owner of the wild card, but not for long. Back in Pawtucket, Hartford outlasted Rhode Island in a penalty kick shootout. Hartford Athletic reclaimed the wild card spot that two other clubs held for mere minutes. So how did we get here? Well, after 4 group stage matches, Hartford Athletic and Louisville City were tied with 9 points. The first tiebreaker, total goals. Hartford scored 9, Louisville had 8. And that wild card spot launched Hartford's run to the USL Cup title. This year's Cup promises even more drama. 42 clubs in the USL Championship and League One will form 7 groups filled out by region. Each club will play 4 group matches, and when the dust settles, the 7 group winners will advance along with 1 wild card team, not 2 wild cards like last year. The remaining 8 clubs will be drawn into 4 quarterfinal matches with 1 stipulation. The wild card cannot be drawn against its group winner. The 4 quarterfinal winners will then be drawn for the semifinal round, with the 2 finalists drawn to determine the host for the Prinx Tires USL Cup final.
tires in the USL help soccer journeys everywhere to drive harder. From city playgrounds to suburban sidelines, from early mornings to late nights, from fun with friends to winner takes all, from the biggest fan to the biggest heart. And at every turn, Prinx tires will be there for the long haul.
Pain doesn't care who you are or why you hurt, but pain can be mastered if you know the way. Fight back with Tiger Balm's legendary herbal power. Trusted for over 100 years, our proven blend of camphor, menthol, and essential oils tames pain with the strength and speed of the tiger, so that you can rise above pain and get back to living. This is the way of the tiger.
Today, we accomplished nothing. I mean it, not a thing. And it was kinda everything.
This summer, get 1,000 bonus points and a chance to win 250,000 bonus points.
The weather keeps us on our toes. 1 minute it's sunny, the next minute, pop-up showers.
And that's why we plan for quick changes.
Letting you know the exact minute you'll need a jacket, an umbrella, or some flip-flops.
Before things turn messy, with spot-on alerts wherever you are. There are no surprises when you stay ready with the Weather Authority. Always watching, always tracking.
At halftime, Tampa Bay Rowdies a 2-0 lead on the home side Sporting JAX here at Hodges Stadium in Jacksonville. It has been a rather comprehensive performance by the Rowdies in that first half. Corey Herzog, what have you seen that has made Tampa Bay so strong?
Yeah, they're just bringing that confidence from all the competitions they've won, just bringing it onto the field. And with Sporting JAX's press, it's just giving them even more and more time and space, and that brings confidence when you have the ball.
What can Sporting JAX do in the second half?
I think they really need to start their press up a little higher. Get Tampa under pressure. Their back three are the ones playing over the top into their runners. So I think really if they can go to a 2 front forwards and put the pressure on 3v2 and keep that pressure there and can not let them get those long balls and runners in behind.
All right, let's take a look at the first half highlights. Many of them are going to come from the Tampa Bay side. And this was sort of what we saw quite a bit of at halftime. Could have been 3-0, but for the offside flag there on Nicoletto. 35th minute, here's where the first goal came from Tampa Bay. And a long run down the left side. And Sebastian Cruz right there with a one-touch goal for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, and what a ball across and a great finish. Straight back across the net, 1-0 Tampa Bay.
So Cruz with the goal there. 10 minutes later, and then some in first half stoppage time. Again, Tampa Bay, look at this beautifully weighted ball for M.D. Myers. And not much of a chance for Jake McGuire to stop this one.
Yeah, Myers' run is perfect. Times it perfect, running across the field instead of going high. Great goal by Tampa.
You see the halftime stats. No official shots for Sporting JAX in that first half. 9 for Tampa Bay, 3 of them on target. 2 of them found the net. It's been a very lopsided first half.
Yeah, you're not going to score many goals if you have 0 shots on target, 0 shots in the game. I think Sporting JAX really need to take that 30 yards more, higher press, and that'll help them in the final third.
Let's find out what else is going on around the USL as we check in with Dan Lucas.
It is halftime in the Prinx Tires USL Cup. The drama is building in all groups. I'm Dan Lucas inside the USL studio with a look at some of the headlines from League One and the Championship. The lone unbeaten club in both leagues is putting up dominant numbers in a 2026 turnaround. The Tampa Bay Rowdies have scored first in all 13 of their matches in all competitions this year. But if you break it down to just 11 games in the championship, the Rowdies have outshot their opponents 50-28 so far. Congratulations to Greenville Triumph for opening the latest of the new stadiums in League One. The Triumph began play in GE Vernova Park with a win over Forward Madison. League One now boasts 3 brand new stadiums. in 2026. Young players are starting to earn more and more playing time in League One and the USL Championship. How about Santiago Higuereta from AV Alta? He scored his first professional goal in Week 12. At age 17 years, 249 days old, Higuereta is the youngest goal scorer in AV Alta history, and he beats out Vigo Ortiz of Charlotte Independence by 43 days for the League One youngest player to score this season. Upcoming national spotlight games next Wednesday, the Rowdies and Charleston Battery, Forward Madison and Fort Wayne on the 17th, and Las Vegas and Orange County on the CBS Sports Network. This is the USL Halftime Update. Let's get you back out to your match.
For more than 150 years, Ascension St. Vincent's has delivered award-winning compassionate care across Northeast Florida, with 4 hospitals, primary care offices, urgent care centers, and freestanding emergency departments throughout the region. From everyday wellness to advanced specialty care, including heart, cancer, orthopedics, brain and spine surgery, and women's health, we're here for you when you need us most. Get the care you count on, close to home. Learn more at ascension.org/St. Vincent's.
Make Honda of the Avenues your first stop for award-winning customer service and world-class Honda vehicles. Our inventory is bigger than ever, which means we have the perfect Honda waiting for you. Plus, at Honda of the Avenues, we always put our customers first, making the car buying experience fun, fast, and easy. Find great deals on our huge selection, like this month when you lease a 2025 Accord for just $199 a month, or lease a 2026 CR-V Hybrid for $289 a month. Come see just how different car buying can be at Honda of the Avenues, proud sponsor of Sporting JAX.
All right, Tunky Punky, you're gonna love these jammies I just got for you.
I just got cash back on all of this makeup.
You know we can use Price.com in store?
I just grabbed those shoes up and
Can't forget our protein powder.
just a little something for you, babe.
You win.
Professional men's soccer is back in Jacksonville. Sporting JAX is competing nationally in the USL Championship, bringing world-class pro soccer back to the First Coast at UNF's Hodges Stadium. It's pro soccer that's pro JAX. Secure your seats now from just $10. Call 904-863-KICK or visit sportingjax.com. Don't miss it. The next big Sporting JAX home match is June 13th. Get your tickets now.
This week on USL All Access, the 19-year-old rookie for Charleston Battery, Colton Swan, joins the show.
Just one of 3 players called outside of the MLS pyramid, only 2 from USL Championship play. Why has his star been on the rise recently for the Charleston Battery? What's next for the U.S. Youth National Team player? Prinx Tires Cup. Back this weekend, what group do you have to keep an eye on?
Prinx Tires is proud to be the presenting sponsor of the Prinx Tires USL Cup. Built for practical performance and the long haul, Prinx delivers reliability for everyday drivers like you. Visit PrinxTireUSA.com to learn more. Just about ready to start the second half here in Jacksonville. Tampa Bay Rowdies with goals from M.D. Myers and Sebastian Cruz. And we will see a couple of subs coming in here to start for the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Pedro Dolabella in for Louis Perez, and Evan Conway in for M.D. Myers. No changes for Sporting JAX at the break. You get the sense that perhaps Liam Fox wants to see what these guys can do, this group particularly working together. There are some of these players who are regular starters for Sporting JAX, like Gaskelainen, Sadlier, Rose, Gomez, Rito. But you have a lot of players who haven't been regular starters, and with 3 matches in 8 days, Sporting JAX trying to figure out if they can find that right combination to unlock this Tampa Bay defense and find a goal. Here's Rito, high press right out of the dressing room for Tampa Bay.
And this match is coming around 33. 3. Let's make some noise for the second half.
Here's Cruz. Dos Santos plays it forward.
Tampa Bay Rowdies substitutions at the half. Entering the match, number 7.
Dos Santos now to Lawrence White, the Englishman, for Manchester United youth.
Entering the match, number 8, Pedro Jolamela. Exiting the match, number 13, Luis Perez. That substitution presented by Pepsi. There's no substitute for Pepsi.
Here's Cruz, first goal scorer of the game. Conway, who scored that game-winning goal on this field in league play against Sporting JAX.
Yeah, you can see Myers and Conway, same player, making those runs in behind, creating that space, and just making that double run to get the defenders to bite.
Gaskalainen tries to step in front of it, but couldn't get there in time. It will be a throw for Sporting JAX. Oh, they're going to say free kick from that spot. If you're looking for who might pull the goal out here for Sporting JAX, Gaskalainen's a good prospect. He's had a number of goal-scoring opportunities this year. And he is a hard worker in the box. Has scored just twice in league play, but he's been all around the goal.
Yeah, he's had a couple chances this year. If they just go bounce the other way, he could be in the 4, 5, 6 goals in this league.
Again, a takeaway by Tampa Bay. Micheletto and Sumooro warned. Brem says, I got you.
I think his next foul is going to be a yellow card is what he basically was saying there.
Sporting JAX just grinding away, trying to find that moment against Tampa Bay. The feeling around the team after the regular season matchup between these two was an absolutely gutted Sporting JAX team and a elated but maybe not completely satisfied Tampa Bay team. They thought they should do better against an expansion side.
Yeah, but the most important thing is they did walk away with 3 points, and great teams win in those scenarios. 95th minute, doesn't matter when, but they got away with 3 points.
That was back on April the 4th. You're talking about more than 2 months ago. Tampa Bay has done more of the same. Delayed whistle and a foul called on the Rowdies, while Sporting JAX has continued to search. Sumooro playing it out wide. Just a bit of hesitancy right now for Sporting JAX in the buildup. Long ball ahead. Taken down by Tyshawn Rose. And a throw coming for Sporting JAX. That pass was right on the money.
And those long diagonals are able to open up that space for Rose. If he can get a little bit better of a touch, keep it closer, he can go at that guy one-on-one.
Back to Ethan Dudley. Sumooro in the middle of the park. Able to boot it into the box, but nobody making a run because Brem was on his wallet when he kicked it. So Tampa Bay will patiently build up. The Rowdies just play with such a sense of surety. Maybe not certainty, but they are sure about the moves they make.
Yeah, what Tampa does really well is they find that open man in the space that's the most dangerous, and then that guy creates something off that, and when the Sporting Jacks guy steps to him, another man creates that space again.
eFootball is here. Live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download now. White crosses it. And all the way back to the keeper. Jamali White sends it ahead. Headed forward by Akwe, but once again easily taken by Tampa Bay. Sumo Oro put a foot in there. Tampa Bay countering. Through ball. Out in front. Gomez got a foot to it. Tampa Bay retains possession. White, Conway. Rodriguez sent in. And now Sadlier tries to carry it out. Maintains possession, but cannot keep it in. It'll be a throw coming for Tampa Bay. Watch this Rowdies passing, Corey.
Just like I said, one guy gets into space, waits for the Sporting Jacks guy to step to him to move onto the space, who creates it for the guy after him. And their passing is just crisp. Every touch is perfect. It just makes it look so easy.
Lawrence White, a little slow to get up there. Try to cool off. His third tour with Tampa Bay, including one loan stint.
Looks like he's cramping a little bit. Pretty early in the match, 52 minutes.
Now, as we mentioned, 82 degrees at kickoff. Not unbearably muggy for Jacksonville this time of year. On ball ahead. Rose back for it. Micheletto right out in front and cleared away by Gomez.
And not only does Tampa have one person running it behind, they have two. Rose is thinking it's another guy making a run, and you can see it's the second guy that's coming in, getting a little body in there. And what a ball this is across, but well done by the defender to clear it out.
Corner kick coming for Tampa Bay. Max Schneider. Schneider.
What the fuck is this? Stop.
I believe the goal kick was, or the corner kick was deemed out of play. Another Tampa Bay sub on the way for the Rowdies. Giannis Learman going to come in. He's a defender, so White comes off. And he'll go to the right back spot, and I think that will maybe force Alex Rodriguez a little higher up the pitch. But Learman in for White after he took a spill. Jake McGuire trying to figure out why he was told to restart the goal kick here. There is a Sporting Jacks sub on the way. Harvey Neville has gone to check in. Here's Kuzain. Well defended by Tampa Bay. And the Rowdies will carry it back. And then Kuzain called for the foul and the yellow card. Could be as many as 3 Sporting Jack subs ready to check in here as we approach the hour mark. Take a look again here at Kuzain.
Yeah, you can see him just trying to put a through ball into Yaskalainen, gets up, gets beat. Professional foul. Don't want to have a counterattack coming against you.
Harvey Neville, Adonijah Reed, and Luke Granitor all heading to the table.
Number 8. Number 27, 16, and 3 are coming out. How's it going today, gentlemen? I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. You guys don't have any jewelry on, and you have shin guards, correct? All right, we'll get you in. I'm going to do 5 first, 14 next, and 26 left.
Long ball toward midfield, headed away by Gomez. Jääskeläinen tried to get to it, couldn't win the second ball. Headed forward, and then back by Tampa Bay. They play the advantage. Here's Sadlier. Playing Rose on. Too many green shirts in the box, though, on that occasion. And Dudley with the foul, and he may be shown with the card as well.
And you can see Sporting JAX finally gets into the box, picks his head up, crosses it.
Gomez,
There's only
rather.
one.
Sorry about that,
No.
Corey. Gomez, I think, is one who got carded. Let's take a look here. Yeah, there it is, Gomez.
He clips somebody, does well to sell it.
Now the yellow card starting to add up here in Jacksonville. And here come the subs. Jääskeläinen coming off. Rose coming off. And looks like Rito will come off as well as Granitor comes on. So 3 subs for Sporting JAX as we near the hour mark. It has been a comprehensive performance by the Tampa Bay Rowdies through the first nearly hour. Here go the Rowdies again, an opportunity. Conway making the run.
If you're Sporting JAX, you feel like you're chasing shadows. There's always 1-2 players open for the Rowdies, and they're just keeping the ball, being patient with it. Every touch, every pass is perfect.
So Neville in, he's been a starter. Reed and Granitor have not, but a great opportunity for these 2 players to get some playing time. Granitor played his college soccer here at UNF on this field.
Exiting the match, number 16, Emil Jääskeläinen.
And Reed, out of Brampton, Ontario, will play the forward position here. Headed back into the hands of Jake McGuire. Soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all your USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek. Your ticket to great seats. Again, Tampa Bay coming forward with numbers. Tampa looks like a team that the heart rate doesn't go up much as the game goes on. Offside flag up on that run.
Yeah, when you have the ball in the game of soccer, you don't have to do much running. When you don't have it, that's when you have to run around, chase it, get the ball back.
Take another look here. You'll see clearly offside. Dolabella.
I think earlier this year we were watching a game and it was offsides like that, and he didn't call it the one time.
Yeah, we've seen some of that too. Again, Tampa Bay with a takeaway. Dolabella. Conway tried to make the move. Could not find the front of the goal.
Yeah, a player like Conway, you're expecting a little more out of that little turnover. If he can get across that, get it across net. Hopefully a rebound, or if not, going in the back of the net.
With the season underway, Sporting Jack's prorated season tickets are available now. Get all the perks of season ticket membership for the remaining home games. Call 904-863-KICK, visit sportingjacks.com, or use the QR code on your screen. Season tickets starting at $10 per match. Out wide to Learman. Well tackled by Cousin, and out for a Sporting Jack's throw. Now at 2-0, we know what the next goal could mean. Sporting Jack's trying to find that goal. They're without Ahmad Al-Kak, who had a 3-goal scoring streak earlier this year. Oh, beautiful through ball on the run. Here's Conway, hit the post. Conway that close to making it 3-0.
And in 2 passes and a flash, they're in behind. Conway running against, unfortunate enough for him, does hit the post. But like we said before, you expect Conway to finish those opportunities. But if you're Sporting Jacks, 1 turnover can't lead into 2 passes into a breakaway.
Here it is. Conway that close from his 2nd goal against Sporting Jacks. Here's a ball that almost got through. Schaefer got his body to it. We've mentioned that a lot of the players playing in this game are not necessarily younger players, but some veteran players. Graniter would be one of the exceptions. He's a rookie, getting his chance in this game. On the bench is Ethan Underwood, an academy signee from Jacksonville, and he has yet to see the field in competition, but he has taken his penny off, and we may see the 16-year-old coming in here very shortly for Sporting Jacks. Here's Evans. Sadlier. Back to Ethan Dudley. Sporting Jacks just looking for a way through right now. Having a hard time finding it. Sadlier. Through Cousin. Off Reed. Cousin back for it. Able to maintain possession. Going backwards. There's Neville. Ackway. Little one touch from Reed. Cousin calling for the foul, didn't get it. Now Tampa Bay has a chance to turn it the other way.
How's it going today, boss? You don't have any jewelry and you have shin guards, right? All right, perfect. We'll get to it next up. How's it going today, boss? I'm doing all right. You don't have any jewelry?
Dispossessed by Sporting Jacks.
Stop.
And more subs coming in. For Tampa Bay will be Mateus Oliveira. And for Jacksonville, here comes the 16-year-old Ethan Underwood making his debut for Sporting Jacks.
Exiting the match, number 30, Sebastian Cruz.
Big moment for the 16-year-old here. Just come into the game, play simple, do what you've done for the, well, he's very young, for 16 years as growing up, and just do the simple things good.
It's a big moment for Underwood as you see Cruz exit the game, one of the goal scorers for Tampa Bay. Underwood getting his first touch in the middle of the park. And welcome to Prinx Tires USL Cup action, young man.
Getting into his first big boy tackle there.
At the age of 16, Underwood becomes the youngest player to play in a Sporting JAX game. That's really one of the great opportunities in cup competition, particularly if you're not yet fully committed to or out of the opportunity to move on to the next round. But I think in addition to that, Liam Fox wants to see how Underwood performs here, to see if he'll be somebody to fit in here or there the rest of the season. And what better time to do it when you're in between a very busy week, which we've mentioned includes the trip to the West Coast for a Wednesday night game.
And it's kind of free minutes as they're not moving on into the game. It's a free cup game to get those minutes, hopefully get some confidence in the lads, and hopefully he can have a good showing here.
It will be a moment he'll never forget. And it'll be a Sporting JAX throw coming from the far side.
I don't know if you noticed, but Kuzan's really been moving off the ball a little more this second half, and it's kind of opening up that space and able for Sporting JAX to get those combinations and numbers out wide and in the middle.
Here's Dudley. We've got a couple of Jacksonville natives on the pitch right now. Dudley, a former Bartram Trail star, and Underwood, the academy player. St. Johns County well represented here.
Yeah.
Only two more outfield players left on the bench for Tampa Bay, Russell Cicerone and Gino Vivi. Cicerone, a valuable part of this attack. I would imagine he'll get the chance to rest the rest of the night, unless things turn around in a hurry. Foul whistled on Sumaoro. Rowdies very calmly working possession here. Gomez whistled for the Sporting JAX foul. There is Oliveira. Neville steps in front of this one. Plays it back to the feet of Jake McGuire. Now Evans playing it ahead for Adonijah Reed. Reed battling. And the whistle, and Reed will be called for the foul. Reed spent time with FC Dallas, Ottawa Fury, played in France for Miami FC as well. Former U20 player for Canada. Long ball all the way through. Gomez back for it. Now Akwe will begin to build it forward. Neville. Neville's dad, the former Portland Timbers coach, let go last week, a week and a half ago. Had been in the park for the last couple of games for Sporting JAX. Not sure if he's here today. Haven't seen him yet. Harvey getting some playing time off the bench here. Offside flag up.
Yeah, usually Neville's on that right side, confident with his right foot. So interesting, maybe just seeing the field at a different circumstance, but always good on the ball. Keeps the ball for Sporting JAX.
Next up for Tampa, 23 is coming out. 23.
Gino Vivi has taken off the penny, and he'll be coming in for Tampa Bay. Leaving Cicerone as the only veteran player. There are some academy players on the bench for the Rowdies tonight. This one all the way back and handled by McGuire for Sporting JAX. After this one, Sporting JAX heads to Monterey Bay for a Wednesday night matchup. Long run, Neville out in front, and couldn't find the angle with White coming well out of his box, but that was maybe the best chance for Sporting JAX so far, and it leads to...
And it's a great run by Neville coming off that left side. Defender's not knowing he's on his shoulder. Unfortunate for him, can't get his foot wrapped around. Well done by the keeper just to cut it off.
And Gino Vivi comes on and replaces Max Schneider. Vivi, Costa Rican, who went to UCF, scored 19 goals for the Knights. He's on loan from LA Galaxy. We'll get some play time here in the final 18 minutes of regulation plus. Here's Learman. Long diagonal. Interrupted by Akwe, and the press there almost forced a turnover. McGuire did well to send it back to Dudley. Now all the way back to Jake McGuire. Very little has been easy for Sporting JAX tonight against a team that has been the best in the USL Championship this year.
Yeah, Tampa does very well at the press, clogging the middle, forcing you out wide, where then their trigger starts for that press.
Granitor the throw in. Here's Underwood, the 16-year-old. Bit of a miss hit there. And now Tampa Bay on the run. Here comes Vivi. Down the middle of the park. Out wide for Conway. Cuts it back to his left foot. Saved by McGuire. Tampa Bay retains possession. Dolabella.
Conway was a little more clinical there again. I think he could have a hat trick in the 20 minutes he's been playing up top for Tampa this half.
Taken away by Juan Kuzain for Sporting JAX. Reed. Now Learman. Bit of a soft touch there. Right to Sporting JAX. Game getting a little raggedy here in the 75th minute. Here's Learman. Giving it away, getting it back. Looking like passing practice right now for Tampa Bay.
Yeah, there's so much space and so much confidence on the ball in every single position for Tampa. It's very impressive, very disciplined. And you can tell during the week this is what they work on as I say that.
Reed interrupts. Dolabella got it back. Long run. Gomez got there first for Sporting JAX, but can't clear it out. In little back heel, and that one very nearly found the net.
And you can see the relationships just from the forward, the midfielder, from the left winger, all little flicks, all on time. Here comes a flick, no in, boom, right there. Fortunate, should have let it run across his body, use his right foot there, and hopefully bend that in the back corner, but
Conway
always
just very composed with that little back heel.
And you can tell the difference. Tampa's having so much fun on the ball, confidence and everything. Sporting JAX just seems like they're just trying to get the ball and give it to somebody else.
Just doing everything they can to try to get it forward. Acquay chips it ahead. Dos Santos runs onto it for Tampa Bay, and once again the Rowdies will have possession in the Sporting JAX half.
Number 8 White. How's it going, boss? You don't have any jewelry on and you have shin guards, right?
Long ball ahead again for Tampa.
All the way up, okay?
Sporting JAX
hey, you still
there to defend it as Neville heads it away.
And you can see it's like Tampa's on the training ground going through patterns of play. Just play, move, pass, find the space, find the run in behind, get a cross in. Fortunate there, it didn't have any runners in the box.
I don't know where to put it. Fucking just do your job.
Nicoletto to take this corner kick. You can see some of that area has been kicked up by some previous corner kicks.
Nice.
Nicoletto with the corner. And it never got in play. Second time we've seen that happen from that particular corner. Another sub coming for Sporting JAX. Piero Elias coming on. And he will replace Juan Cousin.
Exiting the match, number 8, Juan Cousin.
Piero Elias, New York native with Peruvian roots, played for Peru U20 and U17. But Cousin certainly made his presence felt here in this one. Long ball ahead, Harvey Neville chasing after it.
It's a great ball by Neville there. Great ball to the back post, and unfortunate for Sporting JAX, just couldn't get an opportunity on goal. Maybe should have went with his head there.
You see Reed there. These players who are not regulars for Sporting JAX, you know they want to have a moment.
Yeah, and that could have been his moment. You could tell, not being in game-like situations, probably should have went with his head there back across the goal, but went for the spectacular and tried to flick it in.
One thing that Dominic Casciato, the Tampa Bay head coach, mentioned this week is that I said, hey, it must be so fun on the training ground when you're going like this. He says, yeah, but we try to make everything as competitive as possible. They have great depth on this Rowdies roster. And so everything is competitive. And when you have that depth, everybody's being pushed constantly.
Yeah, and you can just tell they're having so much fun. I mean, obviously winning cures everything, but the way they're doing it, the way they keep the ball, the way every touch, every pass, you know what they're doing during the week, and it's working on the field.
A whistle and an opportunity for a free kick for Sporting JAX from the halfway line. Elias playing one out wide for Ethan Dudley. And once again, Sporting JAX unable to complete a combination there as Dos Santos steps in front, or rather Oliveira stepped in front. Once again, after the trip to Monterey Bay on Wednesday, Sporting JAX back here at Hodges Stadium a week from tonight. 7 o'clock kickoff as Sporting JAX takes on Detroit City FC. For tickets, visit sportingjax.com or call 904-863-KICK and join us at Hodges Stadium. Alex Rodriguez, the youngster with the throw-in. Booted out by Ethan Dudley. Another throw for Tampa Bay here in the 82nd minute. Sometimes you get the sense that a goal is coming that might make things interesting. Sometimes you feel like one team is dominating, as it has been the case tonight.
Yeah, and if you're Sporting JAX, you never know what one goal could do. So keep your head in the game. If you can get one in the next 4 or 5 minutes, make the game very interesting.
Long throw, headed away. And easily handled by Jake McGuire. A long ball. Nigeri does not have the same vertical as Jaskalainen. Here's the ball back to the back post, headed away by Akwe.
That's well defended by Akwe there, because you know you're going to get smashed from behind. Bravery right there. Flick it into the space.
Jacob Evans working his way through the midfield. Plays it out wide. Reed making a run, and this bounce gave a few palpitations for Jamali White.
Almost first shot on target for Sporting JAX.
Corner kick coming for Sporting JAX.
Number 92.
This is a Sunbelt Rentals corner kick. Sunbelt in your corner for all your equipment rental needs. Piero Elias will take this one. Back out, and it will roll out for a Sporting JAX throw. 6 minutes regulation time remaining here in this one. There's Elias into the box. Piero Elias. Another corner kick coming for Sporting JAX. And they'll go quickly. Neville. Back to Piero Elias. Neville. Elias. Neville, can he get there? Yes. Another corner coming for Sporting JAX. Oh, offside flag up on the far side instead.
Thank you for voting for tonight's PRI Production Player of the Match. Congratulations.
We've seen a little more from Sporting JAX here in the final 10 minutes.
Yeah, they're doing well getting the ball wide and just putting balls into the box. When you put balls into the box and defenders are running at their own goal, anything can happen, especially corner kicks, or you could be dangerous on.
Molly Waite will send this one at less than 5 minutes plus stoppage time remaining. Played back to McGuire. Evans. And Dos Santos is there. Granitor fouled him. So you've got 3 with local ties on the pitch right now for Sporting JAX. Granitor, who went to UNF. Dudley and Underwood are both St. John's County products. Bartram Trail.
Back there, Marco.
That throw was about 20 yards ahead of where it went out. Nicoletto trying to go fast.
Always trying to take advantage whenever we can.
Alex Rodriguez. Go backwards with it. And Tampa can be as selective as they like. This one through. Sporting JAX trying to get back in defense, and that one hit the outside structure of the goal from Vivi.
Yeah, he should have crossed that there to Conway. He's screaming for the ball. You can see him frustrated in the back post. Should square that across, and it should be 3-0 Tampa Bay Rowdies.
Yes.
But that's what happens when guys don't get many minutes. They want to take that opportunity.
We're hearing there'll be 2 minutes of stoppage time added, so in the final 5 or so of this one. Again, where you reflect back how 2 different matches approach 2 different ways can go. Sporting JAX with their regular starting 11 with a very defensive game plan back on April the 4th. It was 0-0 to the 95th minute when Evan Conway scored to give Tampa Bay the lead. This one, Tampa Bay had everything to play for. A win here advances Tampa Bay Rowdies into the knockout stage of the Prinx Tires USL Cup. Sporting JAX already out of their chance to advance, so Liam Fox giving some younger and other players some opportunities here. It's looked like a team with something to play for, taking that advantage.
Yeah, it's always tough as a player when you know you're coming into a game, nowhere to go, not going to the knockout stage, you're already out of it, not a league game. So, well done by Sporting JAX today. Not what they wanted, not the result they got, but a lot of players got those minutes that needed game fitness.
Here's Elias. Getting it back. Neville. Reed coming back deep for it. He got kicked. Now they want to restart it. Reed feeds to Neville. Right out in front, handled by Jamali White. Looked like something might be developing there for Sporting JAX, but once again, the timing just not on the money.
Yeah, Neville's done really well on this left side, just getting in behind, creating those little 1-2s, getting crosses in the box. Unfortunately, didn't bring that one back cross enough, but you do need your forward to make that near post run for an easy tap in.
All the way through and brought out now by Sporting JAX. Elias, and now a counter opportunity for Tampa. On the run out wide, Nicoletto. Over the top, in front, and played over onto the roof. It will be a goal kick for Sporting JAX. Another dangerous moment authored by the Rowdies.
Yeah, and I think Conway could have about 4 goals this half if he just brought his scoring boots today, but unfortunately just the luck on his side. Shoots it into his other foot over the goal.
And we're now into stoppage time. 2 minutes of added time coming. Here is Underwood, the 16-year-old. Lost it, got it back for Sporting JAX. Elias. Back to Neville. And he's dispossessed. Conway coming forward for Tampa Bay. Sumaoro with a foul.
And even in the 90th minute, Tampa Bay's forwards coming back, tracking back, just putting pressure on the ball, wins it, earns a foul, and that's what good teams do. Even in the 90th minute, up 2-0, everybody's still working.
Looking for more. Dos Santos sends it ahead. Final minute of stoppage time here in Jacksonville. It has been Tampa Bay all the way. 2 first-half goals, and then a bushel of chances in the second half. And the chances have been few and far between for Sporting JAX. Now Tampa Bay can salt this one away. And with the win, the Rowdies will qualify for the knockout stage in the Prinx Tires USL Cup as the winner of Group 7. Elias lost it. Vivi took it away. Now a 4v2 for Tampa Bay on the run out here in the closing seconds. Conway, well defended that time by Neville. Beg your pardon, that was Gomez. And that is how this one ends. 2-0 to Tampa Bay as the Rowdies will advance in the Prinx Tires USL Cup with a victory today in Jacksonville. Sporting JAX will look ahead to a cross-country trip to Monterey Bay coming up in midweek. Corey, it was an impressive performance from top to bottom for the Tampa Bay Rowdies.
Yeah, and you understand why they haven't been beaten at all in all competitions. The way they move the ball, the way they just come off each other, find space, very impressive from Tampa Bay Rowdies today.
Rowdies improved to 3-0 in group stage play. They have a victory over Miami. They have a victory over Jacksonville. They've beaten both of the other USL Championship sides in the group and can now start making plans for that knockout stage after a 2-0 victory here at Hodges Stadium. What did you see out of the Sporting JAX players who got some playing time, who haven't been in the roster quite as often lately?
Yeah, it's not the result you want, but you got those players, the game fitness. There's not really much that you can do in training to get that game fitness into their body. So it's a good way to sneak some in there, and hopefully maybe some of them earn some minutes.
All right, we'll take time out, come back and take a closer look at this one. Tampa Bay 2, Sporting JAX 0 here at Hodges Stadium in Jacksonville. Back after this timeout. This game in the Prinx Tires USL Cup is brought to you by ViStar Credit Union, the University of North Florida, Dogtopia Jacksonville Beach Boulevard, Pepsi, and Gatorade.
At ViStar Credit Union, we know life's a journey. Birthday parties turn to wedding parties. There are first steps and missteps. Just know ViStar is there with banking made for moments big and small. A home where a family grows, or that convertible for the open road. It's a journey we are on together. It's why we support hundreds of local nonprofits, volunteer throughout the Southeast, and simply care. ViStar Credit Union. Do good. Bank better.
Highland. Insurance, employee benefits, and risk management consulting since 1935. Built on trust and guided by our core values, we're more than a broker. We're your partner, helping you reduce risk and achieve your objectives. From mergers and acquisitions to captives and global risk strategies, we help you navigate complexity with confidence. Our tailored solutions transform uncertainty into opportunity because the right strategy makes all the difference. Better risk management starts with the right partner. Choose Highland.
2-0 the final in Jacksonville. Tampa Bay Rowdies remain unbeaten in all competitions with a victory here against their Florida brethren in the Prinx Tires USL Cup. Our man of the match, not much of a doubt here, is going to come from Tampa Bay, and it comes from M.D. Myers, who got the goal in first half stoppage time. We focused on him as a player to watch in the first half, and he delivered to make it a 2-0 Tampa Bay Rowdies victory. M.D. Myers, our man of the match, and he's standing by now with Emerson Burris.
Tonight, you guys clinched the quarterfinals.
Yeah, it's really nice. Do it with one game left in the group, too. It's nice, and yeah, we've been feeling really good, playing really good soccer, and we just want to keep it rolling.
This team has had success in the Cup and also in the league play. You guys are top of the table in the Eastern Conference. What do you attribute that success to this season?
Yeah, I think it's just a mentality that we want to get better every single week, and we're not satisfied with the wins. We enjoy it as they come, but as soon as we get into training, we're fighting every single day, so we just always want to get better.
Coach said to us this week, every day in training, he makes it a competition. You guys work so hard with one another. Where are you seeing that competition with your teammates?
Yeah, I think it's really good, healthy competition. I mean, we're fighting harder every single day in training than sometimes out on the field in the game, so it helps us get ready for every single week, and it's working, so we're going to keep it going.
Busy week for you guys. You have a game on Wednesday and then again on Saturday. How do you keep the motivation up?
Yeah, I think we're just loving it right now. Like, it's always better when you're winning, but we're excited. We want to play more games, so 3 games this week, hopefully 9 points, and we just keep it going.
MD, thanks so much. Congrats on the win.
Have a good one.
Guys.
All right, Emerson, thanks so much. M.D. Myers, a goal in this one. His third against a USL Championship side in Prinx Tires USL Cup play. Corey, we singled him out at the beginning for a reason, and he showed what it is that he can deliver.
Yeah, and he's one of those forwards that if you give him any space in the box, he's going to be the one that puts it away. And he had one or two chances, able to finish the one. But what I really liked from him is runs in behind. He was able to make different runs that create an open space for other players in the midfield to get on the ball.
But this was a game that really, from the top to bottom, it was a Tampa Bay performance that we've seen several times from Tampa Bay so far this year. We'll see how it develops over the rest of the year. But they've got an opportunity here to make some history in the USL Championship. Now, again, this is Prinx Tires USL Cup play, but they've got off to the third fastest start of any team in the history of the USL Championship, and they showed why tonight.
Yeah, and you can see in every position and every player just a good touch, finding space, understanding of everybody around him, and you could just tell that that's why they're at the top of the table.
They continue to score goals. They continue to rack up the wins, and they'll have an opportunity to continue that in the Prinx Tires USL Cup quarterfinals. After they finish up group stage play, they'll have that still to come. Let's check in once again down at the sidelines with Emerson Burris.
Thank you, Cole. Some guys some minutes that haven't gotten to see the pitch much this season. What can you say about their performances?
Yes, I thought the effort and the attitude was there. We kept fighting till the very end. We made really basic mistakes for the 2 goals, and I think the most disappointing goal for me was the one just before half-time, because if we're getting it 1-0, we're still in the game. But the decision-making at that point, with a minute to go till half-time, was really, really disappointing. So I said tonight I was going to give players opportunity, and I gave them the opportunity. So, listen, sometimes you can't let these opportunities bypass you, and I think some of them did tonight. But that's football, and that's soccer, and that's what happens. So, listen, we've got a really busy week. We've got away to Monterey, and we're back here next Saturday. So, back in training tomorrow, and we're back to work.
Players is Ethan Underwood. Walk me through his performance.
Yeah, listen, it was his debut tonight. You could tell he was a bit nervous. He had some really, really good wee moments, and he had some moments where you've probably seen the nervousness from him. So, but listen, you only make your debut once, so it's great for me to be able to give him the opportunity. He's been training really well with us. He's growing every day. We see some things in him we like, but as a young player, he's also got a lot of things he needs to improve on. So that's natural, but pleased for him tonight.
What are the positives you can take away from tonight's game?
I think probably repeating myself, but the players kept going, they kept working, they kept fighting, and they've done that all season. I think the areas that have continually let us down is our decision making in vital moments of the game, and I felt like we handed the game to Tampa tonight, especially with that goal just before half time.
You guys do have a busy week. You mentioned that, head to Monterey and then back here. How do you pick up the motivation ahead of those games?
No, listen, that is the job of a professional soccer player. Nothing comes easy. There's ups and there's downs. But we'll be back to work tomorrow, so that's no different for anybody else. So we've got some good games to look forward to, and we're excited for these.
Coach, thanks so much.
No problem.
Guys.
All right, Emerson, thank you. There is Liam Fox, the head coach for Sporting JAX. And no doubt that part of what this day was about seeing if there were some other pieces that he could rely on moving forward. I'm not sure he necessarily got all the answers he wanted, but when you give those players those opportunities, I mean, this was the perfect laboratory for that to happen.
Yeah, and if you're one of those players, you got to take advantage of those chances, opportunities that you get. And you could tell, and hearing his voice, he wasn't as excited or happy about with what they did. So going back tomorrow, trying to get the motivation going for Wednesday, and then come back against Detroit on Saturday. It's going to be a long, long week.
It is a grind in the USL Championship. There is no doubt about that. We do want to show you our save of the match, and it was delivered by Jake McGuire on one of the many opportunities for Ethan Conway. You mentioned Conway had a lot of chances. Some of those thwarted by McGuire's play, getting his second start in a Sporting JAX kit. What do you think about McGuire's play tonight?
Yeah, I thought he did well. Unfortunately, on the 2 goals, very tough. One a breakaway and one time coming across the goal. So other than that, I thought his feet were decent. He was able to play out of the back with those long diags. Missed a couple in the beginning, maybe a little, I don't want to say nervous, but not having the game leg. And it's good for him to get the minutes in case something would or injuries could happen to him.
Well, we mentioned one of the other storylines in this game was the debut of Ethan Underwood. The 16-year-old made his first appearance for Sporting JAX, and he's standing by now with Emerson.
Ethan, the guys just said debut tonight. Walk me through the emotions of a night like this.
I think I felt every emotion going out there, but I mean, I was just floating it out once. I couldn't even believe it.
Build on it's going forward the rest of the season.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like it's there. You just take one step at a time. Yeah, I just need to build on whatever I did out there and just continue to perform and play well. Just get 1% better every day and just take every day like I'm not going to live tomorrow. Just take every day don't take every day for granted and just do my best.
Ethan, congrats.
Thank you.
Guys.
All right. Well, listen, as a 16-year-old, to get out there and play against these pros, what a moment for Ethan Underwood.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's great for all the kids that were here able to watch that, to see where he's gone, get to the big stage, and finally get his time. He did well during the game.
You talk about the pathway to the pros, and that's exactly what the USL has been trumpeting for several years now. You talked about an academy player taking that next step, getting on the pitch, playing in a match tonight against the best team in the league. That's how you create those memories and create some opportunities for these young players moving forward.
Yeah, 100%, especially going against, like you said, the best team in the league. Now he knows that's the standard, that's what he needs to do, and that's what he's going to work on this week.
All right, let's take a look at the highlights from this one as Tampa Bay came away with a 2-0 lead, a 2-0 win against Sporting JAX. And it could have been worse. This one called back because of an offside. But there were plenty of opportunities for Tampa Bay. Into the 35th minute, they took advantage on this long run out, and then easy finish by Sebastian Cruz in the 35th minute, able to put it away off the beautiful feed from Charlie Ostrom. And then this is the goal that Liam Fox said was most disappointing. In stoppage time, a ball waded right through, and give MD Myers this 1v1. He's not going to miss those too often. He did not, to make it a 2-0 game. Second half, there were more opportunities, including for Evan Conway, who hit the post here. Sporting JAX did have a few have chances. This one from Harvey Neville with Jamali White running out after him. And Tampa Bay, once again, it was Conway. Showed you this save earlier by Jake McGuire. And that face says it all. Late in the game, here was Piro Elias on a ball that was booted back out, led to a corner that didn't amount to much. Then Gino Vivi. Again, Conway given the opportunity, but Antonio Gomez twice dispossessing him of the ball. And that is the way it ends. 16 shots to 2. 12 shots inside of the box to 1. And 57% possession for Tampa Bay. Sometimes the stats tell a different story than your eyes see. Not tonight.
Yeah, not at all. And I thought the possession would be up a little bit more, but 12 shots inside the box. Not going to win many games when you let that happen. And if you're Tampa, you got to be happy with those numbers. Unbelievable to have that many shots and that many inside the box.
Strong performance by the Tampa Bay Rowdies tonight as they clinch a spot in the knockout round of the Prinx Tires USL Cup. Back with more from Hodges Stadium after the 2-0 Tampa Bay Rowdies victory. Right after this.
For more than 150 years, Ascension St. Vincent's has delivered award-winning compassionate care across Northeast Florida with 4 hospitals, primary care offices, urgent care centers, and freestanding emergency departments throughout the region. From everyday wellness to advanced specialty care, including heart, cancer, orthopedics, brain and spine surgery, and women's health, we're here for you when you need us most. Get the care you count on, close to home. Learn more at ascension.org/St. Vincent's.
Make Honda of the Avenues your first stop for award-winning customer service and world-class Honda vehicles. Our inventory is bigger than ever, which means we have the perfect Honda waiting for you. Plus, at Honda of the Avenues, we always put our customers first, making the car buying experience fun, fast, and easy. Find great deals on our huge selection, like this month when you lease a 2025 Accord for just $199 a month, or lease a 2026 CR-V Hybrid for $289 a month. Come see just how different car buying can be at Honda of the Avenues, proud sponsor of Sporting JAX.
All right, Tunky Punky, you're gonna love these jammies I just got for you.
I just got cash back on all of this makeup.
You know we can use Price.com in store?
I just grabbed their shoes I've been eyeing.
Can't forget our protein powder.
Just a little something for you, babe.
You win.
Professional men's soccer is back in Jacksonville. Sporting JAX is competing nationally in the USL Championship, bringing world-class pro soccer back to the First Coast at UNF's Hodges Stadium. It's pro soccer that's pro JAX. Secure your seats now from just $10. Call 904-863-KICK or visit sportingjax.com. Don't miss it. The next big Sporting JAX home match is June 13th. Get your tickets now.
This week on USL All Access, the 19-year-old rookie for Charleston Battery, Colton Swan, joins the show.
Just one of 3 players called outside of the MLS pyramid, and only 2 from USL Championship play. Why has his star been on the rise recently for the Charleston Battery? And what's next for the U.S. Youth National Team player? Prinx Tires Cup. Back this weekend, what group do you have to keep an eye on?
As you take a look at the USS Orlick in downtown Jacksonville, Tampa Bay Rowdies a 2-0 winner over Sporting JAX. Rowdies advance to the knockout stage of the Prinx Tires USL Cup. Welcome back here to Hodges Stadium as we take a look at some out-of-town scores in the Prinx Tires USL Cup. And a second half right now, Loudoun United, a 2-0 lead over USL League One side Richmond Kickers. Scoreless in Group 6 with Charleston and Pittsburgh going at it tonight at Charleston. Detroit City and Lexington 1-1. They've gone to penalties, and Lexington ahead 3-1 on penalties, getting a win in that Group 4 matchup. The other Group 4 matchup to share with you, Indy 11, a 2-0 win over Forward Madison, a USL League One side. First half, Hartford Athletic, a 1-0 lead over the New York Cosmos, a League One side, and the two other teams in Group 7 in the state of Florida, outside of the USL Championship sides, Jacksonville, Tampa Bay, and Miami, going at it, FC Naples and Sarasota Paradise. Elsewhere, Rhode Island, a 2-0 lead in the second half over Westchester, a League One side. Got a couple of League One sides level at halftime with Union Omaha and Fort Worth. Two teams from the USL Championship in Group 3, FC Tulsa and San Antonio FC, with Tulsa up 1-0 at halftime. Two more in Group 2 from the USL Championship, El Paso Locomotive at the Colorado Springs Switchbacks, scoreless in the first half. And two League One sides in Group 1, Spokane Velocity and AC Boise. First half, no score there. Later on tonight, you'll see New Mexico United taking on Phoenix Rising. There's a state line rivalry there in Group 2 in the Prinx Tires USL Cup. All right, just a quick word on the Prinx Tires USL Cup. It's a competition between teams in USL Championship and USL League One. It has been great to see those how tight these matches are, which just goes to show you how well those USL League One teams are starting to be put together, and it raises the level of competition all over.
Yeah, 100%. All teams in this competition are doing well, and you can tell there's not much of a gap between everything, and everybody's still close.
With the exception of Tampa Bay, who seems to be running away from everybody as they continue to play in the whether it's the USL Championship or the Prinx Tires USL Cup. All right, we'll take time out, come back with more post-game coverage from Hodges Stadium after a 2-0 Tampa Bay Rowdies win over Sporting JAX. Stick around. More to come from Hodges Stadium right after this.
All right, Tunky Punky, you're gonna love these jammies I just got for you.
I just got cash back on all of this makeup.
You know we can use Price.com in store?
I just grabbed their shoes up and
Can't forget our protein powder.
just a little something for you, babe.
You win.
At ViStar Credit Union, we know life's a journey. Birthday parties turn to wedding parties. There are first steps and missteps. Just know ViStar is there with banking made for moments big and small. A home where a family grows, or that convertible for the open road. It's a journey we are on together. It's why we support hundreds of local nonprofits, volunteer throughout the Southeast, and simply care. ViStar Credit Union. Do good. Bank better.
The weather keeps us on our toes. 1 minute it's sunny, the next minute, pop-up showers.
And that's why we plan for quick changes. Letting you know the exact minute you'll need a jacket, an umbrella, or some flip-flops.
Before things turn messy. With spot-on alerts wherever you are. There are no surprises when you stay ready with the Weather Authority. Always watching, always tracking.
We got the hotness, them no stop this, no.
Tampa Bay Rowdies advance to the knockout stage of the Prinx Tires USL Cup after tonight's 2-0 victory over Sporting JAX here in Jacksonville. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for Sporting JAX. We mentioned the long road trip to Monterey Bay to take on Monterey Bay FC on Wednesday. That'll be a 10 p.m. game Eastern time. Then they'll turn around the next morning, fly all the way back to Jacksonville. It's going to take them most of the day to get back. in advance of Saturday's matchup at home against Detroit City FC. That's a 7 o'clock kickoff. The following Saturday, Charleston Battery comes to town for a 7 o'clock kick, and then back on the road at Loudoun United just before Independence Day. And then that matchup on July 15th with the defending champions, the Pittsburgh Riverhounds, at 7:30 here in Jacksonville. One of the players that has started to really assert himself, and we saw him in a number of moments here tonight, is Edgardo Rito, the Venezuelan defender, midfielder, attacker. He can play everywhere, and he plays with a reckless abandon. Emerson Burris now with more on what Rito is looking to accomplish here in Jacksonville.
For a moment, I thought I wasn't going to come, but thank God things worked out. It was long, but I'm happy because I'm here. I'm working with the group. I feel happy. I've waited a long time, but now I'm here, and I'm super happy.
Getting to Sporting JAX wasn't easy for Edgardo Rito. After finishing his contract with Caracas Football Club, the Venezuelan defender says months of uncertainty due to visa issues made him question whether the move to Jacksonville would actually happen. But now, finally with the club, Rito says he's excited about what this group can become during the inaugural season.
I know a lot about this league. I know that sometimes it's not how it starts. We also know that the club is new. It's its first year. And I feel that we're going to get out of this negative streak. We've already tied the last 3 games, but we're just working hard every day with a lot of energy, and we want to be a strong group.
Rito's path to Jacksonville has taken him all over the world. The defender has played professionally in Venezuela, Colombia, Brazil, and the United States.
I played for Caracas Football Club. I left Vigía Football Club. I played for Metropolitano, Patriotas in Colombia, Mineiro de Guayana, Deportivo Lara, Oakland Roots, Phoenix Rising, and now I'm here at Sporting JAX.
And for Rito, the journey all started back home in Venezuela, where he says every day was spent chasing the dream of becoming a professional footballer.
Every day I fought for that dream of playing professionally and getting to where I am now, which is here at Sporting JAX.
All right, Tunky Punky, you're gonna love these jammies I just got for you.
I just got cash back on all of this makeup.
You know we can use Price.com in store?
I just grabbed those shoes up and
Can't forget our protein powder.
just a little something for you, babe.
You win.
At ViStar Credit Union, we know life's a journey. Birthday parties turn to wedding parties. There are first steps and missteps. Just know ViStar is there with banking made for moments big and small. A home where a family grows, or that convertible for the open road. It's a journey we are on together. It's why we support hundreds of local nonprofits, volunteer throughout the Southeast, and simply care. ViStar Credit Union. Do good. Bank better.
The weather keeps us on our toes. 1 minute it's sunny, the next minute, pop-up showers.
And that's why we plan for quick changes. Letting you know the exact minute you'll need a jacket, an umbrella, or some flip-flops.
Before things turn messy, with spot-on alerts wherever you are. There are no surprises when you stay ready with the Weather Authority. Always watching, always tracking.
For 1 week each summer, Jacksonville Diabesties Camp gives
Tampa Bay Rowdies with a victory over Sporting JAX in the Prinx Tires USL Cup. With the win, Tampa Bay advances to the knockout stage in the in-season cup competition. One of the things we talk about with Sporting JAX is the impact on the community. And this week, Emerson Burris was back at a camp called Diabesties, where Sporting JAX and others are there helping to teach the game to kids with type 1 diabetes. Here's more.
For 1 week each summer, Jacksonville Diabesties Camp gives children with type 1 diabetes the chance to focus less on their diagnosis and more on being kids. The free 5-day camp serves children ages 8 to 15 from across Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia, with doctors, nurses, and volunteers helping create a medically safe environment. On the day I visited, campers took part in soccer drills and activities alongside Sporting JAX center back Wahab Akwe. Camp leaders say the partnership has become a meaningful part of the experience, giving kids encouragement, confidence, and a chance to build lasting friendships while trying something new.
The kids they come here just to have fun because we have a whole medical staff that takes care of diabetes. That way they get to have a break from the stress of diabetes while they're just like normal kids.
So fun to be around all the kids that know what you're going through, and they can help you along the way. It's lots of things to do. I'm usually worried about my blood sugar all the time, but I know I'm around people that can take care of me and they know how to help me through things.
There's so many kids that actually understand how I'm feeling. There's a kid that has also had it for 9 years, 9 years, and it's amazing. They all understand, and I'm learning about new symptoms that they have, so it's a good learning experience.
Sporting JAX is great. We have enjoyed having them here. They are such a super partner with Camp Diabesties. They have been gracious enough to come and share not only their expertise in soccer, but also just in being kind and just wrapping their arms around all of our kids and showing them a wonderful time, a great activity, and just becoming our partner. So we enjoy it.
Tonight, 35th minute, Sporting JAX conceding for the first time. And what can you say about this pass? Just right on the money for Sebastian Cruz to put it away.
Yeah, just a perfect pass and a perfect finish. It's just what Tampa did all night.
And in first half stoppage time, they've got another one to give a little more breathing room. And with M.D. Myers just splitting the difference here, and he is a guy who is not going to be denied in that situation. Once again, the stats of these numbers, they almost all favor Tampa Bay. Possession, shots, and those shots inside the box. 12 for the Rowdies, just 1 for Sporting JAX. The Sporting JAX will bid adieu to Prinx Tire's USL Cup action after today's 2-0 loss to the Tampa Bay Rowdies. Next up for Sporting JAX, a trip to the West Coast to take on Monterey Bay on Wednesday and back home here at Hodges Stadium on Saturday to face Detroit City FC, as Sporting JAX will look for their first win in league play, whether it's on the road or at home in this inaugural season for the club. For Corey Herzog and Emerson Burris and our entire crew, Cole Pepper saying good night from Hodges Stadium.
Broadcast will be produced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.